Slate down. Go for it. Welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
And I am Babcock.
It is, 5 days now doing this together?
5 in a row.
The afternoon podcast is killing it.
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
It's been
tough
fun.
topic because we've had a lot of Guthrie news, but
Right, exactly.
it's been fun.
Exactly. By the way, can I move your mic right more in front of you?
Yes,
so people
absolutely.
can hear you. There
I
we
did
go.
that yesterday, too.
No, all good. So
I am the
people to hear
loudest
you.
talker ever, but...
But that's why it works. That's why it works. I mean, I wish we had better news coming into this podcast each day, but this story is just so heartbreaking. And we do have a breaking update that just came out a few minutes ago on TMZ.com. So, as we had reported, there were other news stations that had received the alleged ransom note, and that was 2 news stations in Tucson. One of them was a CBS affiliate, which is KOLD Arizona.
Okay.
And TMZ, obviously, as the only international station news outlet that had received this ransom note. So now what just broke is that KOLD Arizona has reported that they have just received a new message.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to read you the statement from somebody at that station. There's not too much information out just yet, but this is interesting because the alleged ransom note originally said that there was going to be no further correspondence. That's what the authorities had revealed.
Hey, and you'll get mom back. But
exactly. And they've been asking for proof of life, so maybe something is changing here.
Yes.
So I'm going to read you this statement. This is from Mary Coleman. KOLD has received a new message via email tied to the Guthrie case. The FBI is currently reviewing it. That is all we can say right now. A reminder, our newsroom was one of those that received the initial alleged ransom note. Here's a statement from PCSD. The FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Department are aware of a new message regarding Nancy Guthrie. Investigators are actively inspecting the information provided in this message for its authenticity. While this is one new piece of information, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Department are still asking anybody with tips to contact the FBI and so forth, also mentioning the $50,000 reward.
Right. Okay.
So this is a big deal.
Right. I mean, we'll off the onset here, we obviously don't know what's in there, what was said, but I think it's encouraging when there has been nothing, as far as we know, just silence, that there is potentially some more communication. Perhaps that indicates that she is still with us, which is obviously what we all hope here. And I think if you're trying to find a silver lining, I think you could probably view this as good news, Branson.
I've been saying it too for a few days now that although there's a ransom, what that comes with is good news. I mean, imagine if there wasn't a ransom. Yeah. Let's just put it in this light. Imagine if there was nothing and you just had no leads, nothing to go off of, and you're just wondering where your mom is, 84 years old, out there somewhere.
Terrifying.
That's terrifying. So the fact that she might be alive, we don't even know if these ransom notes are 100% legitimate.
Right.
But what it seems like is that they are because the FBI, or this one is real because the FBI is focusing on it.
Or are they connected? Could this potentially be somebody not connected with the original letter, right? And somebody just trying to piggyback off of that and make some money for themselves. We obviously saw a guy in LA get arrested this week. It's still, there are more questions than answers.
And they have been asking for proof of life. So it's important to note, yesterday, after we had recorded the afternoon podcast, just yesterday, end of the day, that first deadline hit. 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then the brother of Annie and Savannah had posted a video asking and pleading for proof of life, making it obvious that they did not pay anything. I mean, they didn't specify anything like that, but they said that they were ready to have a conversation, that they're ready to listen. But again, what I said, they said there's going to be no more correspondence. Now, I've been reading online a lot of opinions and rumors and everything. I'm not going to say any of the rumors, but there are people that think that it's possible that this person doesn't want to reach out because they may not have proof of life. We don't know. Maybe Nancy is not with us anymore. She has not been on her medication for days.
And 84 years old. It's been 6 days now, I want to say.
6 days since Saturday night. We don't know the exact time she was taken, but we have a good picture on timeline.
Right. Remember when the garage opened, I think Branson went through the whole timeline yesterday.
Camera.
Right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, right. We just don't know. and I know we spoke about this, the deadline yesterday, then the price increases, far more serious consequences come along with that second deadline, at least in the letter that we received.
And this is a horrible situation. So the way I see this is, what direction do you go if you're the family? What decision do you make? You have 2 days until a deadline where they say that it's the second deadline where there's a serious consequence on the table. And you can obviously guess what that probably means, what they're insinuating. They didn't specify, authorities didn't say anything about that, but they insinuate that that could be something severe.
Yeah.
And as the family, I want to know what you think here, because I think that this is a situation where when you're in it, you just have to do everything you can.
I think you'd want, at that point, look, Savannah Guthrie she makes a lot of money. She's done incredibly well for herself. I don't know the finances of the rest of the family, but I would imagine that if you were in that situation, you probably say, I'm willing to take the chance. Maybe these people don't even have my mom, but maybe they do. And if it takes some money to get her back, then I mean,
and it is very possible too that, like, if they do pay this, that could lead the FBI to be able to trace that wallet down, blockchain and everything. There's a whole new world now of blockchain and the FBI being involved in the government and everything. We don't even know the capabilities.
No, I know there's a thought people think, and can Branson or I, track someone on the blockchain? No, but who knows what the FBI, what the government can do?
I wish I could track some
Right.
Trust me, I've sent crypto out before to an address, and it's crazy. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, you've done it before.
I accidentally sent it to the wrong person. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I tried to send it to myself, and I sent it to some random person.
Really? I hope it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't that.
Okay,
much,
good, but still,
it irked me for 3 weeks.
Then it was a
decent amount, but
it's not FDIC insured.
No, it's certainly not.
But we don't have the government on our side. We don't have the FBI tracking this stuff down. We've seen cases. Sam Friedman, who had what was the name of that crypto company?
Oh yeah,
FTX.
Right.
They were able to do a lot of tracing with that.
Yes.
So this leads me to believe that this could turn out differently if they do pay it. And I'll say this too. If they do pay this, I mean, the public is on the family's side. They're here for her. We've seen GoFundMe's for a million things, right? So I feel like if this did happen and the mother came back, the public would step up probably and just say, "Hey, we want to help you out here."
Yeah, we're not surprised.
She does have money,
right? Exactly. Yeah, like she's not, she's not Elon Musk, obviously, but she's done very well for herself. But I think the way that this story has just captivated the country, that everybody is invested. Clearly, this is their mom. Not saying that everyone's that invested like the family is, but people want Nancy Guthrie returned home and are really invested in that outcome happening.
So let's bring up one question that Harvey raised today, whether or not the person that did this, the kidnapper, is Tucson-based.
Yeah.
So he actually drew, in the videos on YouTube on the TMZ channel, he actually drew a diagram, and he didn't give details, but he said that it's based on the fact that it's based on the fact of the time frame from which the money is paid that Nancy will be returned.
So I think I do. So here, I think the way to say it is that they have obviously demanded a certain amount of money, and they have said when that money is paid, Nancy will then be returned within a time frame. So then you start to say, okay, they're not going to fly. Clearly, they can't take her on a plane.
The border, not either, I don't believe.
Right. You would have to cross the border. Presumably, there would then be some scrutiny there. So they've got to drive, and they've got to get her back to that Tucson area, because they did say that she would be returned to Tucson. So you can do a little bit of math, figure out how far. Okay, if the car's traveling 60 miles an hour, we're not going to be speeding 100 miles an hour. This is sort of the perimeter of where she could be, and
we do have the perimeter up right now,
right? So, and look, it's clearly it's
700
a massive
miles, 700-mile radius,
right?
Which
that
is
is
multiple states,
millions of square miles.
California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Mexico. That's ridiculous,
right? I mean,
it's massive,
right? Does that help? I mean, it's.
But here's the thing. So here's my theory, and you can tell me if you don't think it's true. I feel that however long this person said it would take for Nancy to return to Tucson, what he's telling the FBI, and maybe they'll go off this, whatever that time frame is, I think that he's purposely misleading them. Because if you give them an hour's time frame and say she'll be returned at this time from the time you send the money, then they will have so many people out there, drones, who knows the capabilities. The FBI is involved. They could have drones way up in the sky looking at the entire city for heat signatures of someone getting out of the car.
The shorter the time frame, obviously the more you can narrow down the scope of the focus. I don't want to give too much away, but I wouldn't say it's a short amount of time. It's
a broad spectrum of time.
Yeah.
You
could travel a decent distance in the amount of time they said they would have her back by.
They may not even have to travel far. They might be in Tucson. We don't know. They could return her within, I don't know, an hour from then or whatever it is. Completely different from the timeline. Yeah. So that's the big question here. And the fact too here, once this is all, and hopefully this is resolved where Nancy is returned alive and safe and healthy and everything, that's what we all hope for. Then it becomes, how do you track down this person that did this? Right. And how, this is like a movie. Straight up. This is I'm not saying
probably will be one day, Branson.
I'm not saying that to be any way putting this in any light. I'm saying this in this doesn't happen.
Right. You've got this famous news anchor who his mom is taken from her bed.
It's like the movie. It's like the movie Taken.
It's almost too crazy. Yeah. No, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And again, I feel like this person that's doing this, Harvey believes, is a professional here that knows exactly what they're doing. That everything in this ransom letter was written very meticulously and very thought out. It wasn't just thrown together. He thinks that this is something that was definitely not thrown together. But we'll be on top of this.
Yes.
You and I have done live shots on this in the past 24 hours, couple days.
Yes.
And it just keeps updating every day.
Right.
And there's only a couple days left.
There is, yeah. Well, if we go through this weekend, and obviously then we're here on Monday, it's going to be a very tense time, a scary time.
Right. For the family especially, making that decision on what they're going to do.
So we'll see.
Right. Well, let's move on to a story that I heard you just yelling about in the newsroom today.
I heard
penis, and that got my attention. Right. What is he talking about?
Right. Why is he screaming penis out? Sometimes I just do. You never know. This is crazy. I've heard of people going to great lengths to try and win Olympic medals. Right. It's a massive, massive deal, and the Olympics are underway now. Well, there is a report, and there is talk, Branson, of skier. You know those like ski jumpers? You basically go down the ramp, and then the test is how far can you then fly?
Are you talking about the ones
air?
that that? Oh yeah, yeah.
They go forward and then
Yeah, kind of like a cat, up in the,
so there are rules about the outfit that you wear. Okay, they can't have a lot of loose fabric, can't have anything like that. What they basically do is take a scan of your body and give you a skin-tight outfit that you have to wear.
Really?
Yeah. So how do you then get an edge if you're a ski jumper? Well, there are reports, and the anti-doping people are actually looking into this now. There are reports that hyaluronic acid. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. It's an acid.
I think you're right. I think you got it.
That you put in you find in a lot of skin products and stuff. Anyway, there is a report that there are athletes that are injecting that acid into their penis. Okay. So it temporarily would enlarge. The junk. Okay. You go in, you get scanned for your outfit, your uniform. Okay. But you got the bigger member at this point because of the acid. That goes away. It fades away. It's not a permanent thing. Sorry, guys. It's not permanent. Now, what you basically have is you have essentially what's a sail down there because you've got this extra fabric. Mm-hmm. Think of it like one of those wingsuits almost, where those, where they skydive and then they fly. So you've got the extra fabric around that area. And it's basically like a parachute.
It's like a parachute.
Yeah. And when you're talking about, feet or less, even inches separating a gold medal from nothing.
Got you. Let's talk about penises really quick then. Let's go down the diagram.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Let's go through the diagram, the anatomy of a penis.
Okay.
So a penis is like a stick, right? So
yeah.
To make this a big area enough for them to go, they need extra fabric here. They would also have to have the bajonglings getting bigger, right?
Right.
So the balls would have to be a little bit big too.
Right.
So what tells me is because balls can get real big, right?
I went to high school. I went to high school with a guy who
had large bajonglings.
Yeah, like I think it was a medical,
like Jingle Bells.
Medical condition. Shout out.
Oh, okay. Got you. So it sounds like they are putting it in.
It's like a real thing. Yeah.
And this is a theory, right? This is not something that's been confirmed, but they are looking into.
They are looking into it, but this has apparently happened in other competitions in the past.
So they put it in.
Yeah.
They get the fabric suit, and then obviously by then it's already flared down.
Right. Back to normal.
Exactly. Unless they had a few dates the night.
Right. Maybe. Right.
Show it off.
Right.
And then I can't believe I just said that. But
hey, we're committed already. We're in.
Right. And then they get to the thing.
Right.
And then they fly. I'm really going to be watching closely.
I know. Right.
Now
I'm really looking forward. Ski jumping, not really something I was so interested in before. Yeah. So if you see anybody that's got a lot of if their outfit's not skin tight, maybe they're cheating.
Let me tell you this really quick. If I was in the Olympics, I wouldn't have this issue. I wouldn't have to use the acid. Take that with what you want.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter if you could have the world's biggest penis. It's not about having the big penis, Branson. It's about the disparity between when they take your measurements.
Just wait for what I'm about to say. You know what I would do, right? I would get the opposite of that acid that makes it smaller.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
So I would start taking steroids the day of and get my penis that's smaller, and then I would have a massive parachute down there. Does it make sense?
Gold medal winner, 2028 Olympics, Branson.
Yeah, we'll see. So if you ever see me and I'm up there flying really far, you know exactly why.
You know why.
This is a great story.
It's a crazy. Yeah, look, again, athletes have gone to great lengths to cheat.
I'm telling you, every year not every year, but every time the Olympics come around, there's always something. We were just talking about this. The village, right? Last year, or when is the
there's been a lot of, there's always something. Whether the beds are real flimsy and the beds are breaking because the athletes are having sex.
The rivers
they're giving out thousands and thousands of condoms.
Yes.
There's a lot. That's the secret thing about these Olympics. They're always athletes hooking up. You got a lot of young, good-looking, fit people all together, and
some of
naturally
insanely good-looking.
Yes,
and like Sydney Sweeney would be jealous of some of these.
Yeah,
and they're like incredible.
They are, and I think that's why you get a lot of hooking up at these things. So,
and we're here.
Right. Yep. Here we are.
Here we are
talking about skiers injecting their penises with
You're drinking
hyaluronic acid. I don't have the hot chocolate today, guys. I just have water today.
Really?
But I'm gonna get I think I need my hot chocolate
but
after
you took 2 cups. That's wasteful.
It is.
That's very
I'm
wasteful.
from New Jersey. No. I will use this cup again.
Okay, please do. Please do.
Yes,
I'll be checking.
Well,
let's get to the comments. Did anybody comment? Let's see.
This should be good.
I think we're stuck on the top here. Okay, so on the Nancy Guthrie story, crazy chick, they just made all media move back from around Nancy's house, came and said that investigators are coming and they all have to move back so that they can close it off and do something there. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I did not see that. See, I'm telling you, it just keeps updating every 15 minutes.
Right, they shut down a street, same. Yeah.
Right, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Allegedly, maybe said they shut down her street. Okay, so it sounds like this is happening as we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
Murphy's Law said they did find a woman's body yesterday. Haven't heard yet who it was. Isn't Mexico less than 100 miles? Yes, I believe so. Arizona is very close to the border. Beautific Fusion. Sorry, I can't say this. You try to say it.
Beatific Vision
2023. New news about car tracks being behind Nancy's home. Gosh, we must.
I have not seen it. Yeah, that's it. Right. It seems like there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. Keep us updated. Comment, you guys. Every day is like Sunday. Said too many cameras at border crossing. I agree. Into Mexico, I just went to the border actually to just like go to the outlets. That's on the San Diego border. I've never been down there.
Right.
And there are so many cameras. It's so much chaos. Right. There's so many agents like checking everything.
Right.
There's no way they would do that.
Smart. Yeah.
Skiing in the Olympics, Mary Brown said this is too funny. Glad you found it funny. I said way too many things on this one. Angie Dawn said, "Oh my goodness," with a bunch of laughing emojis. Good stuff.
I'm glad everyone thinks it's funny. It's funny. It's crazy. It's something.
This one's for you. Why don't you read it? Why don't you read it out?
Okay. Sean Pellegrino says, "I like how the guy on the right speaks loudly like he's from the East Coast." Well, Sean, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey. I've been out here for like 12 and a half years now at TMZ. I just can't lose the accent. So
Yeah, wait. So New Jersey, right?
New Jersey, yeah.
Wow.
My mom's from Brooklyn, so I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn. Lived in New York for a little bit, but mostly New Jersey.
Got you. I'm from NorCal,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I'm California based,
Got
but
both
that's kind of
sides,
the same
both
thing.
coasts,
covered.
covered.
Yeah. I think there's one more comment. If you just scroll down a little bit. There's a poll.
Oh, I like this.
Who's winning the
What?
Super Bowl?
Oh.
Seahawks, 41%. Pats, 22%. Not watching, 23%. Watching the halftime show, only 14%. Why?
Wow. You think so? That's
I am not excited for the
Tony says
halftime
on
show this year.
No.
I don't know any Bad Bunny songs. No disrespect to him.
Yeah.
But I just don't know any songs, and I can't get hyped if I don't know any songs.
Right. It's hard.
How do I listen to him? He doesn't even sing in English.
Does he bring? Yeah, I think he'll put on a good show. I think dancing. I think you'll have some dancing and stuff. Does he bring out Cardi B? Does he bring out another big star? That'll be interesting to see. Also, does he make any political statements? So something to watch.
Wait, would he sing the political statement?
I'm thinking no. I'm thinking, if anything, likely a visual. Because I've talked to people. The NFL has made it pretty clear that they don't want anything like.
I have an idea.
Statements.
I have an idea for him. Maybe if he needs last minute ideas.
What are you thinking?
A couple days before. He doesn't like ice, right?
No.
So what he could do is maybe he can contract a big ice cube, to put on the field,
right?
And then he could get like a hammer and start
smashing
the ice
it.
Cube. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL will like that, but that would be a good protest. Would be a good protest.
Ideas,
These are ideas.
You gotta start thinking of these things because
I thought you were going to say take out the hyaluronic acid or something. I'm just hoping you didn't say that. I didn't know.
Start injecting in. I don't know how long it takes, because if he did it live on screen, I don't know how long it would take for him to have the giant penis show up.
I don't know. I'll do some research, not on myself, but I'll search.
Really quick, can we just focus on the person who's not watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, not watching the Super Bowl. Hey, even if you don't even if you hate football, what about the commercials?
Food.
The food. You hang out with your friends. It's a holiday.
Sometimes I talk to people and I go, "Hey, what are you doing on Sunday?" And then they'll go, "What do you mean?" And I go, "What do you mean?"
Really?
And they go, "I'm not watching."
It's not a foot. Yeah, I look at it, Branson. Like I said last week, the football season's over. Now it's the Super Bowl. It's like not a football game even. It's something different.
Our associate producer Tony says it should be a national holiday.
Yeah,
right.
There's a push to move it to a Saturday, but not by anyone in the league.
That would be great.
Yeah, because people don't. That guy said every day it's Sunday was his username, which I would be anxious with that.
Yeah,
but it's like you got work tomorrow, so it's hard to let loose.
Right.
Saturday, hey, we got off the next day. Or at least most.
I love a next day off for like being cozy in bed the next morning. You can go to bed late.
It hangs over your work, and I think we like our jobs. It's fun here and all that.
Yeah,
but still.
All right then. Thank you, Babcock.
Thanks for having me, Branson. I appreciate it. I had fun.
Afternoon week.
I had a great time. Anytime you want me back, just let me know.
Sounds good. We'll be back here on Monday, everybody. Thanks for joining. And Charlie Cotton will be back for the morning podcast Monday on. He's in D.C. He's back on Monday, and we'll see you in the afternoon. See you later.